Way out past the moon that looks like half a biscuit, there's a planet called Ruhan, and buddy, don't you risk it. The cows wear crowns, the goats run banks, and the ducks give speeches from old fish tanks. The animals rule and the humans stay in little fenced yards where they nap all day. They call them hoomies, cute little things with collar snacks and emotional strings. A lion keeps a lawyer in a velvet vest. A raccoon keeps one that steals the best. A cat owns 3 and says they're not mine, then tucks them in at 9:30. At the big human show on Saturday night, they lined them all up under purple light. A giraffe said, "This pale one's like bread dough." A seal yelled, "Shrimp boy, watch him glow." A duck saw a brown man and started to shout, "He looks like toast with opinions sticking out." A turtle said, "No, that's not very polite." The duck said, "Fine, but I'm still mostly right." They saw a dark woman standing proud and tall. The judges got nervous and backed toward the wall. "She looks too smart," said a fancy cat. "You can't have a pet that stares like that." Then a golden-skinned fellow said, "You're all insane." And the goose wrote down each collar training again. The animals nodded like fools in a row, while the humans muttered, "This is quite a show." Now the dogs were kind with hearts so sweet, they gave their humans snacks and rubbed their feet. "Who's a good hoomie?" old wags would say, then cry if Linda went away. The cats were cold, or so they claim, but every sick human got soup hand frame. Duchess Pernelia said, "I do not care," while knitting Harold thermal underwear. The horses made humans wear helmets to bed, with knee pads, gloves, and foam on their head. "You tripped too much," said Buttercup Mare, "you fell last week while standing there." The goats were chaos with horns and pride, dragging Steve on a pudding slide. "Is this science?" poor Steve cried out. The goat yelled yes with extra doubt. The owls taught classes at 3 in the morn on justice, truth, and why pants are worn. Janet said, "Professor, I'm tired and weak." He said, "Your thesis lacks moral technique." The crocodile smiled with polished teeth, keeping hoomies in cages with curtains beneath. "You're lucky," said Snapjaw, "this cage has gold." The human said, "Lady, that still feels cold." The peacocks dressed theirs in silk and lace, then bragged, "Look at my decorative face." His human stood there in feathers and shame, looking like a parade float that forgot its name. But grandmother Mora, the elephant wise, looked at the show with sorrowful eyes. "You mock their colors and call it fun? You fools couldn't judge a cinnamon bun." Then Frank stood up with his white-haired head and looked at the animals and calmly said, "You beat the bad ones and spoil the nice, then call that wisdom? Buddy, think twice." You laugh at the pale, the dark, the tan, and act real proud of your master plan. But judging by color is lazy and dumb, like licking a window and calling it gum. The dogs looked sad, the horses froze, the cats pretended to wipe their nose. The goats stopped chewing a judge's hat, and even the duck said, "Well, imagine that." Lieutenant Honk, the mean old goose, said, "My human shall not be loose." He stomped his feet and gave a shout, till someone knocked his helmet out. With one stale roll and a battled cry, the bread went sailing through the sky. Biscuits, muffins, buns took flight, and the geese ran screaming into the night. Tactical car cried honk in fear as a croissant clipped him in the rear. The humans cheered, the collars fell, and the goats rang pudding like a freedom bell. Now Ruhan changed, though not overnight. Some still acted dumb, but some got it right. No more color booths, no cruel commands, no collar snapped by arrogant hands. The dogs said family, the horses said care, the cats said servants but shared their chair. The owls still lectured way too long, and goats still made pudding experiments wrong. Frank became mayor in a second-hand suit, while the geese got banned from guarding fruit. His first law passed with cheers and consent: no creature owns what heaven sent. And over the town in letters grand, a sign stood tall across the land: don't mock the shade, don't beat the soul, and keep all geese away from brawls. Oh, Ruhan, Ruhan, what a crazy place, where a duck learned manners at a painful pace. They laughed, they judged, they made a mess, then found out kindness works the best. Oh, Ruhan, Ruhan, sing it loud and clear: a pet ate a pet. When freedom's near, the dogs bring love, the cats bring pride, and the humans walk with heads held high. Yes, the dogs bring love, the goats bring rain, the owls bring headaches to your brain, the geese bring trouble wherever they stand, but the humans brought freedom to Ruhan land.